ये जगह ही कहाँ यहाँ पे इतनी सैलानी है और निहारिका दीप्ति दीप्ति एंड
मुझे रुकना है पता ना विशाल सर एक विशाल सर
वेट ना, फिर एक फोटो कर
सर सामने आपके सामने
लेफ्ट कॉर्नर सर यहाँ
सर
पर
सेंटर लुक
सर लेफ्ट कॉर्नर ये सर यहाँ पर
सर सेंटर
सर भी आ गए सर के साथ के बाद
हमारा होने का ले लो इमरान सर वेट ना दे
सर थोड़ा आ गया, ये थोड़ा आ गया।
अरे भाई ये
अरे यार कौन है भाई? इमरान भाई रुको, इमरान भाई रुको उधर।
अरे
ये भाई सेल्फी।
अरे
ओ भाई रुको ना ए।
साइड हो जाओ ना सब।
अरे
सर यहाँ पर
इमरान सर सेंटर, इमरान सर सेंटर।
ये भाई
चलो थैंक यू। चलो भाई निकलते हैं अपन।
सर लुक यार यहाँ पर सर इमरान सर इमरान सर
लास्ट करो
So Vishal, sir, my question from you. You have brought the darkness of crime and politics alive on screen. What potential do you see in Dubai to Karachi for adaptation? Like, you know, because I feel like you are the best crime director. If I have seen your movie and I have watching like grown up your movies, so what is the potential you see in this? Like,
yeah, I think everybody is curious to know what happened after Dubai and how the story reached Karachi. So it's going to be a very interesting journey, and I think how many books of yours have been adapted into films now? 9. So look at this, 9 books have been adapted into film. So of course, I think this will be 12th or 13th because before that 3-4 more will come. Yeah. So I think when Hussain मुझे यहाँ बुला रहे थे तो मैंने उनसे कहा कि एक शर्त पे आऊँगा जब तक मैं पढ़ना लूँ इसके राइट्स आप किसी को नहीं देंगे तो हुसैन फंस गए बोले हाँ ठीक है
I have been a good fan of Ground Zero. I have watched it and it was amazing. The good work again. So, what part of Dubai to Karachi hits you, or like how you see when it is about anything related to underworld character or like any character? Like, I mean, you have played this kind of characters. So, how you see these kind of characters? I mean, doing on the screen.
Hello, yeah. Good evening, everyone. Like I said, it's nice to be here. जब हुसैन जी ने कहा कि ये अपनी अगली किताब लॉन्च कर रहे हैं, I got very excited because I've been not big. I guess I've read a lot of his books, and when he said that this is a sequel of Black Friday, I got even more excited because I remember reading that book back in the day and loving it. So I actually downloaded this book on my Kindle and I'm almost done reading it. It's, I think, true to his style of writing and because of his experience as an investigative journalist, the kind of detail that he's brought to this book, the fact-checking, the research, and I really want to know from him how long did it take him to write this, because some of the chapters are so detailed, the names, the numbers, the figures that he's put across in the book are so astounding. Especially for me, someone who's always been kind of fascinated with this world. And it's no mystery because some the characters that I've played, they've all been inspired from this world. Maybe Once Upon a Time Mumbai, or Jannat, which is the darker side of cricket. But it's amazing how he's kind of just constructed those chapters, and also it's so thrilling, so pacey, and it's one of those books that's constantly, you want to get to the end, chapter after chapter. So it's been quite an experience, and yeah, I would just kind of urge the readers to go out there and get their copy. I believe it's been on the stands for a month and a half now, right? Yeah, so that's what kind of strikes me. His books are always those, like they say, unputdownable experiences that you have to get to the end, and I'm loving it.
Okay, that's great. And what kind of character you want to write in this case it's gonna happen? Yeah. So
Well,
what kind of character?
actually, speaking of this, I mean, this venue, we've already launched 2 more books with Hussain Zaidi and also with Bilal here. We did Bard of Blood. So there was this question that was asked in one of the press conferences that, you love Bard of Blood. If you get a chance to play this character, would you? I said, I'd love to. So I'm just putting it out there. If there's a film ever made on this, you know who to call. I've already played the journey up to the 70s. So we can always extend it beyond that. Yeah.
So how challenging it is to play such characters, I mean Dawood or any underworld Don characters, because you're an actor, and I guess this is something really challenging as per seeing you on the screen. Is it really challenging or sort of?
I think it's like any other role that you do. I think what happens essentially in the Hindi film industry is that, first of all, it's not a documentary; it's for entertainment. So a lot of this, there's all obviously we're inspired by this world. Writers and directors source information from books like the ones he writes, and of course anecdotes. But then eventually you have to put the 5 songs and the action sequences and the love stories. So if you really want to know about the underworld, you should just read one of his books or watch a documentary. For entertainment, you should watch Once Upon a Time Mumbai. Yeah, so but he played Vicky actually.
So Vishal sir, one question is from you as well. So I mean, does a character like Dawood challenge your creativity? I know it's not me, but I want to know that, and they want to know that. Do you see art in his arc, or like something related to only power or related to fear? Because character like Dawood is something really, I mean, challenging. So what kind of creativity you put in, and it makes a cinema?
I don't think it's challenging at all. In fact, it's so inviting and so juicy. If you, like I've been saying a lot of times, that if you release 2 films together, one is on Dawood Ibrahim and one is Swami Vivekanand, so tickets will be sold for Dawood Ibrahim more than Swami Vivekanand. So yeah, so nobody is interested in the saints. We are interested in the devils, and this world is so fascinating because उसमें जो ग्रे ब्लैक एंड वाइट के बीच में जो ग्रे आता है वो एरिया because sometimes they are Robin Hood, sometimes they are killer, sometimes they are brothers, fathers, daughters. So this is a very fascinating world, with the way this way. So I don't think it's challenging at all. In fact, every filmmaker's dream has been to create Godfather. All the filmmakers at some point they want to make Godfather. So that's why this world will keep calling us back and again and again and again.
So recently we are actually seeing cinema is growing, and also there are some challenges we are facing as an entertainment industry. I would like to ask, like, what kind of content we should more towards, like, I mean, whether it should be content should be related to any crime or like anything, like what kind of content which should be there on the screen, so that because audience are getting really I guess smart as it comparatively, because we are having Netflix, we are having Amazon Prime, OTT, we have all the access towards like international cinema. So as a director, I want to know that what kind of content and what kind of homework we should do as a director. Like I am just keen to know, because yeah.
I mean, to directors you are asking this question.
He wants to be director.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I just want
I wish वो formula किसी को पता होता कि क्या चलता है और क्या नहीं चलता है, और we are in, I think, one of the worst phase of creative challenges in our film industry. We are the worst phase because nobody knows what is working. There's hardly any money. Money, बहुत एकदम सब सूख गया.
That's why I asked it.
So that's why I'm saying nobody knows because what works. Nobody knows, and nobody has ever known what works. What works. सब एक चीज चलती है उसके पीछे हम लोग एक फॉर्मूले की तरह चलते हैं उसके पीछे. तो वो कुछ अभी तो वो भी नहीं हो रहा है कि एक चीज जैसी बनी दोबारा वैसी चले उसका भी कुछ पता नहीं. तो ये एक बड़ी अच्छी बात है कि वो अनसर्टेनिटी जैसे जो अननोन की तरफ लेके जा रही है. तो अननोन इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल.
That's great, and I think we should keep working and keep getting the work, and it's gonna hit somewhere. And I guess so. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, can we have a round of applause? The author of the book is Hussain Zaidi. So I have a question. Like, you have explored the underworld in many of your books, right? And what makes Dubai to Karachi different and perhaps more dangerous?
सीक्वल कंबाइन करना बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज था. सो ब्लैक फ्राइडे अपने आप में एक सेमिनल किताब थी, उसकी कुछ कहानी बची हुई थी, और डोंगरी दुबई भी एक लेवल पे आके रुक गई थी दुबई में. सो फॉर मी द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज वाज हाउ टू डू दिस. नाउ वी जस्ट रेज्ड अ क्वेश्चन कि कितने साल लगे. आई गेस दैट दुबई केम आउट इन 2012. सो मैंने तकरीबन 12 साल लगाए इस चीज को करने में कि दुबई से कराची में क्या हुआ. और उस जमाने में बाद में सीबीआई ने मुंबई क्राइम ब्रांच का छोड़ा हुआ अधूरा काम कैसे पूरा किया. दैट्स हाउ दिस इज द सीक्वल ऑफ ब्लैक फ्राइडे एज वेल एज डोंगरी दुबई. ये मेरा सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज इस किताब में.
And what was your tense or eye-opening moment while researching for this book? Like,
उसका नाम था कमाल हसन.
yes, yes.
कमाल हसन. तो आई मीन हम लोग लगता है इट्स डॉक्यूमेंट कमल हासन. इस आदमी ने बहुत सताया. इस पूरी किताब में पढ़ेंगे.
I have read that.
एक छोटी सी चीज के लिए वो मुझे मुंबई से स्टॉकहोम बुलाता था, और वो सिर्फ 4 घंटे की मीटिंग इतना ट्रैवल करा के मुझको एक चीज समझाता था. उसने एक छोटी सी मुलाकात के लिए मुझे आईफा अवार्ड में बुलाया, और मैं वहां बैठ के तकरीबन 3 घंटा सबको देख रहा था. एंड द मोमेंट व्हेन कमाल जी यानी कमल हासन जी स्टेज पे थे, उस वक्त ये आदमी इंटरप्ट होता है, और बहुत हैंडसम सा शॉन कलर लुक वाला एक बहुत बढ़िया से कपड़े पहने हुए. हेलो माय नेम इज कमाल हसन. मैं उनको देखूं इसको देखूं. सो यानी दैट वाज द मोमेंट दैट आई हैव गॉन थ्रू दिस एंटायर बुक. अगर देखिए छोटी छोटी चीजें सताई है उसने मुझे बेसिकली, बट द बुक ही इज द मैन, द सूत्रधार हु हैज केप्ट द होल बुक टुगेदर. ही इज अ पाकिस्तानी. He tells me inner secrets of Pakistan, like about Javed Mirdad, about Imran Khan, about Nawaz Sharif, about Dawood Ibrahim. और फिर एक सेंटेंस उसका मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है. वो कहता है कि आपके शहर के एक गुंडे ने हमारे मुल्क पर हुकूमत करना शुरू कर दी है. So this is what it is here. So I don't know if you have understood what he meant, that someone, some small goon from your city has started ruling our country. So Ajib baat hai which you will read in this book and understand.
And I have read that scene. So personally, I'm telling you that scene is really, really, I mean, catchy, and it's really beautiful written. Because that was something, as you mentioned, for you. Okay, so last question is for you, sir. Then we'll be having.
One more question I want to ask you.
Okay, then yeah, sure.
Ask you one question. What was more entertaining, the award ceremony or what he was narrating during the award ceremony? I got my answer. It's okay.
I did not choose to meet him there. He chose to meet me. He said, "आप अबू धाबी आ जाना, मैं आपको वहाँ ढूंढूंगा."
What an unfortunate venue, sir.
But yes, it was like meeting him was very interesting actually. जो कहानियाँ उसने सुनाई, what he told me was fantastic. So can I ask just one question from both of them? We can unveil the book and we can end this. So Amy, I want to ask you, you have played Dawood's character once in your life. Would you be open to play this again for further role?
I've actually got it offered a lot of times after Once Upon a Time release. And yeah, I've always been fascinated with grey characters, and it's always been distilled. Even when I was a kid, I think I was watching more films of Martin Scorsese and Goodfellas and all those kind of films. I don't know, there's always been a fascination. So the problem is constructing that character and pitching it to the audience, especially right now, depending on where you go with a film like this, right? Because like he said, theatrical is a big question mark of what exactly works in theatrical. I think if I have to play this character in today's times, I think OTT would be the best because at least you get the 7 or 8 episodes to play through. I think it's unfortunate that you have to kind of make it so concise. You tell the story of Daud came to us. We'll be doing that character a lot of disservice, especially after reading your book and seeing the trajectory in so much of detail in it. You need probably a couple of seasons to play this character out. So I would love to do it. Yeah, would like to.
Thank you. विशाल जी, एक क्वेश्चन आपसे करें। आपने ओमकारा के बाद से सीरियसली कोई माफिया या वेजिटेबल फिल्म को एग्जैक्टली टारगेट नहीं किया। डू यू हैव एनीथिंग इन योर प्लान्स कि एक और गहरी माफिया जैसी एडवेंचर से
Yeah, मेरी next film जो है वो बहुत ही उसमें deep underworld है उसमें 90s।
अच्छा।
Yeah, और वो आपकी कहानी पे।
अच्छा। Do you want to tell the audience? It was very cool.
No, I think we should keep that as a secret because otherwise everybody will know what's going to happen in this story.
Okay. So apart from that, would you ever think after that story, after that movie, कि कुछ और आप माफिया जैसे कि इमरान कह रहे हैं कि सीरीज होना चाहिए, इसमें फिल्म में नहीं हो पाएगा। So do you ever think about making a series of mafia type, gehri or type story?
हाँ बिल्कुल, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है कि जो इसमें डिटेल जो मुझे तो पढ़नी है किताब
जी,
तो अगर जितनी डिटेल है तो आपको सीरीज वो एक्सपेंड करने का मौका देती है, आपको कैरेक्टर के साथ रहने का मौका देती है। उसी कैरेक्टर ड्रिवन होता है, जबकि सिनेमा फिल्म हमारी जो है प्लॉट ड्रिवन होती है। तो आई थिंक इट विल बी ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी टू मेक वेब सीरीज ऑन दिस।
And which of my book was like would you like the most? Feel the best? Which you read so far?
This is a very unfair question, but I think the first book, The Mafia Thieves of Mumbai, not the first book, but that book, which and Black Friday, they were, and still I have to read this, but all your books have been great. It's very difficult to say कि मेरे जो दोस्त हैं उनमें कौन मुझे ज़्यादा पसंद है, कौन मुझे कम पसंद है।
I did not really know कि जब मैंने माफिया की सिलेक्ट की थी, मैंने इसके पढ़ी थी, तब मुझे I wanted someone to write the foreword for that book, and I didn't want to be unsure. मैं पहली बार महिलाएं अपराधियों पर कुछ लिख रहा था। I consider women a very dangerous. Don't misunderstand this. I mean, I won't even like this. But मैंने पहले हिम्मत करके एक कहानी लिखी थी, I had to book about women criminals, and I wanted a friend who can kind of support me and protect me in case there's a problem. So मैंने विशाल से कहा, would you be open to write the forward? He was very generous. He said, क्यों नहीं? And believe me, इनका forward वो किताब के front cover पे है, जिसने इस किताब को बहुत बेचा। मतलब the way this book got sold, it is beyond my dreams. I can tell you. So खाली इमरान से last question करेंगे। So which is fine if you get it right.
Again, it's a tough call. I think I've enjoyed all.
He's saying yeah, but I don't feel that.
I would say Black Friday. Okay, I really enjoyed that. I'm enjoying this also. I think because that was that time I read it, I really enjoyed that read, and that kind of drew me to this also because I know the takeoff point for this.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So we can now.
We can, but there are some short.
I don't know. I guess it's railway status, it's control.
And complete the sentence. Crime stories are important because.
I know I was doing it accidentally, but started selling, so I started.
Okay. And so, if truth is stranger than fiction, what truth shocked you the most while working on any sort of, like any sort of direction you have did for the movies?
No, I didn't get the question.
The question is like, if truth is stranger than fiction, what truth shocked you?
Truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
You are saying the other way.
Yeah.
Truth is stranger than fiction.
Yeah. What truth shocked you the most while working on any sort of directions you have did? I mean, any direction you did like before, anything shocked you, like any sort of stories which you felt like, is really, really shocking or like you're making it for the cinema?
Yeah, I think the character of Langa Tyagi was really that for because I know that person in reality. So when I converted it into a film, it was a totally different experience for me.
Okay, thank you so much. And now we're ready for launch. And yeah. So, can we have a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? It's the moment which we were waiting for. It is here. Dubai to Karachi. The Daud saga continues, and here we go. Everyone, can we clap? Join your hands together, everyone. I guess I have gone through 34 chapters. I got this book last night and I'm just reading. I'm on the 34th chapter, Mumbai to Mafia. So yes, I think you guys should purchase it. It will be available here in the store. And after that, you'll be also getting author signed copies. I need somebody from Orient Quit to it. Huh. Huh. Yes, yes.
Okay, can we? Okay, cool. This is an open question. So you have made Dawood Ibrahim synonymous with the city of Mumbai. There are, and back then, this is before my time, there would be a lot of other criminal masterminds as well. Are there any plans to make them equally famous, not like by design, but to work on their life as well? I mean, I would have names like Dashrath Rane or Sunil Sahu, who are not as famous, but
They all are there, they all are playing cameo in the films right now. So they are there. Now there's like the biggest among them. Actually, all these guys were working for Daud at one point of time. So I think beyond Daud was like making a movie on Mukli or Jibri.
yeah. Okay, so there.
विशाल सर आपके लिए सवाल है वो सपना दीदी का क्या हो गया इरफान के बाद आप फिल्म जो कर रहे हैं वही है या दीपिका है फिल्म में या इरफान के बाद आपको फिल्म बनाने वाली है हुसैन जैदी की थी रेडी थी सब कुछ फिल्म जाने थी पर इरफान का ट्रेजेडी हो गया तो उसके बाद आपका मन टूट गया कि
सचिन पे नहीं मैं बनाऊंगा मुझसे दोबारा बिल्कुल
तो वही कास्ट है या इरफान जब किसी को लेने का आपने सोचा है सब
जी लेना ही होगा
नहीं किसको लेने का सोचा है सवाल है कि
इस बार उस पर पहुंचेंगे
तो आप अभी जो फिल्म अनाउंस की आप जो काम कर रहे हैं वही फिल्म है
उसके बारे में बात कर सकते हैं
That's a secret. अगर रिवील कर देंगे तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा.
सर आपने तो बताइए इसके बारे में
थोड़ा क्यूरियोसिटी होना चाहिए. Thank you. Anyone else? Yeah.
Just 2-3 questions.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, sir. Actually, I have a question with Zaidi, sir. So, current situation of mafia, like, what would you say? Like, 90s, we all know from your books and stuff, but currently, what is the situation?
Now these guys have become too cerebral. They are not violent anymore. They don't kill. They threaten. And they do a lot of things online. I mean, the sense that उनको अगर करना होता है तो Google पे करते हैं या all those things. So they have become now smarter according to the technology development. So काम तो चालू है अलग तरीके से.
Hello. So my question is for Emraan, sir. So I had some questions, but I've forgotten everything.
Anything comes to mind.
Yeah. So as a reader, like, what has been your top read this year, apart from Zaidi sir's book?
I read this book, actually still reading it, The Wisdom of Psychopaths.
Oh, I'll add it to my TV.
Yeah, it's an interesting
If you
yeah, you should. I don't want to give it away on what the book's about, but it's quite an interesting read.
Sure. Thank
You
you.
see,
so
my mind works in all these places on gangsters, psychopaths.
सर सवाल मेरा आपसे ये है हाय माय नेम इज आयुष फ्रॉम बजूका कहीं ना कहीं नशरुद्दीन सर ने एक कॉन्फ्रेंस में कहा था कि हमारे हिंदी सिनेमा में जिनकी मेहनत बहुत उनका मेहनताना बहुत कम है फिर वो पैसे से हो या फिर क्रेडिट से हो सो डू यू थिंक दैट कि आज भी लेखक राइटर या जिनका मेहनताना बहुत ज्यादा होता है एक फिल्म बनाने को उनको उतना क्रेडिट मिलता है
जी नहीं, ये इंडस्ट्री में लोग सबसे कम वैल्यू लेखक को देते हैं और सबसे कम पैसे उसी को देते हैं और प्रोड्यूसर्स चाहते हैं कैसे पैसे बचाए जाए तो दे वोंट माइंड स्पेंडिंग मनी एल्सवेयर बट जब लेखक आता है तब कॉर्नर्स कट करते हैं. मैं किसी प्रोडक्शन हाउस में जानता हूँ जो सारी फिल्म बनने के बाद बोले थे यार 10% डिस्काउंट दे दो तो लाइक I can tell you more on this.
Imran, could you please tell us something about
about regime. We all girls wants to know क्या secret है इसके पीछे.
My workout regime.
Of course.
No, I just work out 5 times a week. That's it. I think mainly it's your diet. And just do my basic 10,000 steps a day. That's it.
And where you go for workout, we always join there.
I work out at home. I work out at home. It's the safest answer right now. Huh?
What's your diet?
It's really boring. You don't listen to it. It's the same food every day. Lunch and dinner is the same. It's very boring.
I've got a couple of questions, one for Imran and one for Zaidi sir. Imran, I'm Anuj from PTI, from NGT, I'm sorry. You can please will you working with PTI? No, the camera is PTI. So we saw the US president hint about the applying tariffs on non-films. Okay, one question for Zaidi sir. This is regarding the Pahalgam attack. You have often recorded or written in your books about the state response to terrorist attacks from 1990s to 2008 and even after that. And we see the narrative going around the country is about what will be India's answer to whatever is happening in Kashmir. So, according to your experience, how do you read into this entire situation?
So, उन्होंने मुझे अपना advisor नहीं बनाया, वरना I had got a plan. I would have shared with them.
Sir, it's like great honest.
Last question.
Yes. Sir, I'm a film student. And sir, there are about 30 people that PhD on your work. It's a great honor to see you in person. And sir, my question is related to when you're talking about fiction and non-fiction. So when you are, what is the difference when you're making character sketches and when you have like the writer in front of you? What happens in terms of discussion and finally formulating the character in your script? Does it change? Is it the same? And when sir was talking about that, of course you have to include song and dance because that's what the entire Indian cinema loves and cares about. What is the difference between having the real character that you play and in terms of a fictitious character?
So ये ना ये बड़ा चिकन एंड एग वाली बात होती है कि जब एक fictitious character को अडॉप्ट किया जाता है तो इसमें हमेशा ये होता है कि कैरेक्टर प्लॉट तो सर्व कर रहा है या प्लॉट शुड सर्व द कैरेक्टर. तो वो एक जर्नी चलती रहती है जिसमें क्या कुछ भी लेते रहते हैं और एक पॉइंट के बाद ऐसा आता है कि जब राइटिंग में एटलीस्ट मेरी जिंदगी में हमेशा आता है फिल्म में कि आप एक पॉइंट तक कैरेक्टर को लीड कर रहे होते हैं या राइटर कैरेक्टर को लीड करता है और एक पॉइंट के बाद वो कैरेक्टर राइटर को लीड करता है कि आप उसको कहीं घुमा ही नहीं सकते. कैरेक्टर रिफ्यूजेस टू टेक दैट टर्न इफ इट्स आउट ऑफ हिज कैरेक्टर. So this is what happens.
I think it's you have more room to play when you're playing fictional characters on screen. You can play it in 1,000 different ways. But when you're confined to a certain true story, there's a certain blueprint. Of course, the writer and the director does most of the work to kind of compile that in a 2-hour film or 2 episodes in the show. But then you have to take that as a reference point, the person you're playing. So yeah, those are the two.
So as you have written a lot of books on creatives and gangsters, so has there been any near-death experience you have faced while researching about?
Oh, too many of them. If I'm going to relate now, to take an hour also. So maybe next time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, each one of you. And we'll be having author signed copy. And thank you so much once again.
अरे
I request everyone.
हुसैन जी का लीजिए एक बार थैंक यू साइड
Yeah, look here.
I should not look fat. That's the only request.
sir.
Sir, okay, camera to well, yeah. Thank you. That's what I needed.
Yes, sir.
Done? Done?
Thank you. हो गया वो तुम क्या वेट वेट सर
वेट कम
सर
मेरे मेहमान आ जाते तो और अच्छा लगता है देख हमें 5 o'clock 5 बजे आ गए कॉल ले रहा है
दे दो थैंक यू सो मच